Hello, my name is Kelly Bluen. I am a certified Zentangle teacher. Welcome to day 28 of Inktober 2022. So today's tangle is called Poppins, and I'm putting all of these on a printed calendar page, and then I'm just putting the most basic version of it, and then I switch to a larger piece where I'm putting all 31 tangles. And on that one, I try to show you a variation or two. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in on here. There we go. And I'm using a Micron 01 pen for this. All right, so Poppins was created by Lisetta Hofer. She is a certified Zentangle teacher, and she based this off of some poppy seed plants. Okay. So the basic start of it is a letter U, but I try to curve in the top a little bit. So it's almost like a partial circle instead of these just going straight. And then on the top here, we make this loose, maybe like a five little petals coming out. So I go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put a dot in the middle. And then from that dot, we make a line to that little U shape of each petal. So there and there. Like that. And then we add a stem. So I will do another one. That U shape, but kind of curving in. Add the stem right away. And then that loose 5-ish petals. Little dot. And putting in the lines. And then she takes her graphite pencil and adds these extra little lines in here. And I'm going to add a little bit of shading in the middle. And with my tortillon, we just soften those lines. And it adds a lot without having to make those be really dark. So there's Poppins. All right, I'm going to push this aside and move on to my big compilation piece here. There we go. So I have 4 tangles left, and I've got kind of a big area, so I'm probably going to end up having to add some more of the previous tangles to fill in the space, but that's okay. It's better than running out. So let's put Poppins. I think I'm going to have them kind of popping out of this corner here. All right, so let's zoom in there. And for this one, I switched to my Micron PN, or plastic nib pen. It's a little bit thicker. Sorry that's so wiggly today. Okay. So for Poppins, I'm gonna start, I'm just gonna go ahead and start with that letter U shape. I'm gonna make these a little bit large. So I'm doing that curved U. Go ahead and add the stem. When you do your stem, make it really narrow. Then I make those 5 little petals, or 6 or 4, it doesn't matter. Put in the dot. And add that little detail. All right, so I'm gonna do some more, and I don't want these all just separate. I want them to kind of bump into each other. So I'm gonna make one right here. I'm gonna imagine it going behind. Like that. Adding my little lines. And putting in a stem. Do another one over here. That little star shape. And that stem's gonna come out over here. All right, I'm gonna do one or two more. Like that. Imagine where that stem would come out. And let's put in one more. And that stem's gonna come out right there. There we go. Okay, so now a variation is that she did this as a border where she did them sort of in a line without stems. So I think I'm gonna put that right up here. Okay, so to do that, I'm gonna start with that U shape. And just coming out from whatever tangle you want it to come out of, or out of the edge like that. Doing that little piece. And then another U. And you can twist and turn this any way that you want. I like that. Just kind of imagining where these might land. And I'll do one up here. Okay, so I need to add the little lines in. And on this one, I'm actually going to make the lines go to like the top of that bump instead of down at the bottom, just to change it up. No particular reason. And before I add the shading, I want to connect this to Narfellow. So I'm going to aura, which just means I'm going to go alongside of it and add that little bit of a line on both sides. Like that. And I've got this extra space here, and I don't want to darken it in because it's just going to blend too much. So I'm going to aura that Narfellow, and then I'm going to ink it in. So I'm going to aura Narfellow, ink in that little bit of space there. That's all I need to do. Okay, I'm going to grab my graphite pencil and just very lightly Add some cute little lines. Kind of rounds it out. I like how these peek out from other tangles. And the same thing down here. Nice and light. And then on these ones, I'm going to add some shading around the outside. I might end up auraing them also, but I want these to kind of pop out. Poppins, pop out. Just adding a little bit in there. Okay, take my graphite pencil, and on the inside, I'm just softening those lines. And then I'm going to soften the outside. See how that sort of makes them pop off the page? I'm not going to shade inside those little blossoms because I don't really have much room, but there we go. Okay, and then up here, softening those lines. Kind of a fun technique. Like that. If I want to take my tortillon that's a little bit, you know, it's kind of already got the graphite on there, I can put a little bit inside these little blossoms. There we go. Poppins. Very cute. Thanks so much, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.